talk a little bit about, at least I am, the Sportsman's Advocate is next on the list. It isn't on your list. That'd be me. We're like Tracy, we spend a lot of time on there, but we're not just sitting around telling tales. We're out there doing it, rolling around in the dirt and the long ramps and that kind of thing. But huntingfishing.com is the new URL for check, rattle, and trawl. That'll always be around, but the advocacy side of this goes back to 2004. I goofed up and I raised my hand because we needed a conservation director. I wasn't sure what that was, but I can do that. Well, I was confused for about a year, and then you know, as things started to evolve, I started looking at the kids. My kids, your kids, my grandkids. All of a sudden I've got 5 and my hair is not blonde anymore. I bypassed the gray stage and went right straight to mega blonde. It's called white. And as I've gone through the years, the things have changed in our society. Our heritage is under attack. Our passion is under attack. My game and fish department is under attack. Everything that we do out of doors, there's a politician attached to it. There's one over here on the left that wants the gate closed. They want us off the water. They don't want us hunting over there. They want wilderness. You can't do this. You can't do that. They don't want us to have guns. And on the fishing side, they don't want us on the water. They don't want us to catch this fish because this is not native and you can't have that because it's an invasive. It's like, wait a minute, I'm totally confused here. So we have gone to work, and my radio show has evolved into the pragmatic view of the obvious, attacking those that are attacking us in a verbal way, a written way. I spend a lot of money traveling back and forth to DC. Dealing with the Western Caucasus especially. And it's on the hook and bullet side of life. We have a hook and bullet club when we take a look at organizations like Bass Junkie as an example over here. Tim and Greg are pretty humble, but they've set the bar for the way bass tournaments should be run as far as fish care and angler care is concerned, as far as I'm concerned. And give them a hook and bullet certified certificate for that. And some of the politicians that we're working with is Paul Gosar is Congressional District number 4, but he is truly a congressman for all Americans, depending on what side of the fence you're sitting on. I happen to be on the right side. I'm going to stay there. But you know, as we go through this, what I've learned is the people that I work hard for are sitting right here. It's Arizona Game and Fish Department. We don't always agree eye to eye, but we sit down at the table and we hash it out. And you know, it's like the fish habitat that Chief Cantrell wanted. We wanted a 2-story in a parking garage, but he gave us only 1 story. So we have to build more of them, but we're getting them out there. It's getting done. We've rehabilitated Roosevelt Lake. It will be back to a Blue Ribbon fishery along with some of the other ones that Matt and Clifford have talked about. I've been fortunate like those guys. I've fished across the country. I've interacted with numerous, too many states to mention. One of the guys that comes to mind is Damon Abernathy in Alabama. Cantrell's partnered with them, Texas, Florida, doing some good things. We're not reinventing the wheel, but what we're trying to do is put political pressure on the left, political pressure on the right to do the right things. And we're going to continue doing that. We're going to use this platform, huntingfishing.com and Fox Sports, iHeartMedia. We have the opportunity to tap into over 360 million listeners, and we intend to do that and plead our case. I'm not known as being politically correct. I don't want to be. It is what it is, and I'm going to call it what it is. There's a bunch of crap out there that they want me to swallow, and I can't. And we're going to continue fighting for our heritage through our game and fish department, through the angling community. We're huge. We're a dedicated bunch of guys that don't mind volunteering their resources. Tim brought up a veterans event. One of the things that occurs to me that we coined a phrase that we propagate the dominant species, and that's us, guys. And this R3 concept is really cool. There's been a lot of talk about the kids. I want to talk about the veteran community for just a minute. The Western Outdoor Times, I would encourage you to read about Ivan Nelson, Veteran Fishing Classic. We had the first one in partnering with the fishing community, and I can't say enough about our fishing. They give their time, their resource, everything. Kim was out there on his birthday, as an example. He didn't even get a cupcake. And I did give him a piece of a brand new pair of shorts that said, "My rod and my gaff comfort me." I hope you're wearing them today. And we're looking at this community through the VFW group. I happen to be the president, second term as president of the Arizona Deer Association. We're working again with the department on the HPC projects, and we're reaching out to the veteran community because they need the help. They need a distraction from whatever ailment they have post-tour events. PTSD, there's a lot of talk about that. There's some guys that are just lost. I've got one working for me. I asked him, I said, "What skills do you have?" He goes, "Well, I kill people and I break stuff." I said, "Well, wow, you do drywall?" He goes, "What's that?" So we have a training process. He's learning to fish. The effort that Bass Junkies put in, we couldn't have done this event without them. It went off without a hitch. And at the end of the tournament, I'm seeing a guy that never met this veteran before. They're teaming up to talk about how they're going to fish the next event. So, I mean, it's heartwarming, and it's not about us, it's about them, and it's about us teaching this guy recreation. Look, I've got the addiction. I either go see a therapist on Wednesday, pay him $150 an hour, or I go fishing. Do the math. You know, I see Jim Guggenauer out there. You know, they didn't tell him all the stuff about that pirate ship when he signed on. I see him down at Green Valley Lake down there. Worms in a bottle. It's therapy. So anyway, that said, that's what the Sportsman's Advocate's about. You guys are welcome on the radio show anytime. You can contact me through huntingfishing.com, and